Okay.
It's been recording for a really long time. Okay, so
right.
clap with me. That's going in. That's going in, bro.
Cut that.
No, that's going in. Here, we're clap. Oh, shit. All that's going in. All right, welcome back, guys, to the Courtesy Flush. Ari just fucked up the studio his first 5 minutes here. It's cool. It's not that bad.
I hope it's not real wood, because I just spilled Red Bull all over it.
Fucking mahogany and shit.
Yeah.
Is there toilet paper here or some shit? Because I think we should clean that like ASAP, right? I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, we should not let that shit. Yeah, we got paper towels. Thank you, Miguel.
Thank you, Miguel. Alrighty.
Dude, that's the start of the podcast. Well, I'm not editing that shit out. That's the start of it.
All right, man. I hope it's not too much dead air, but yeah. My bad. To whoever's studio this is, that's my bad.
Okay. That's never happened before. Okay, so Ari, my man, we met exactly a year ago.
Yeah, just about.
Just when COVID was starting. And I remember we were just chilling at the Fourth Wall Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Right? And we were just talking about damn, this COVID shit crazy, isn't it? We were talking about how Tom Hanks got it. And
dude, do you remember back during that time, people were like, yeah, it's a thing, but it's not that big of a thing. And LA was cracked wide open. There was a few people with masks.
Yeah.
And there was bunk hand sanitizer everywhere. That was when we met. And then 2 days after that, I remember I just done a spot a few nights before that with Spatel. And then they shut everything down, and it became absolute hysteria after that.
Yeah, I remember I had to do a set at Bert's Back Room. You know where that is?
Yeah, for sure.
So I had to do a show there, and then right when I got there, they're like, "Oh, sorry guys, Eric Garcetti or Mayor Newsom just tweeted out we can't be doing comedy shows right now." So we all had to leave, and I was like, "Damn, what the fuck? COVID just got real." Because when we were at Fourth Wall, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, COVID's a thing," and no one was even wearing masks. There's a few people wearing masks.
Yeah.
But you and I were just chilling with it was Perry Grown, right? Me and Perry, we were just vibing out.
Dude, and we were packed. We were packed. Literally, if there was one person with COVID, we were all going on ventilators.
That shit. Fourth Wall, it's a pretty small space with 2 floors, and it's so compact, and it was fucking, everyone was there. And yeah, holy shit, man.
You know what I remember? I remember us just having the feeling people were doing bits about COVID, and we're like, it's kind of hacky.
Yeah, it's pretty hacky.
Because we thought it was not a thing. And now who's not talking about COVID? I mean, you literally go to a party now and people, what they talk to you about is so this COVID thing, huh? I mean, it's literally what people talk about. And look, we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
It's fucking insane.
Throwback.
Bro. I need to get sponsored by fucking Red Bull at this point, bro.
Yo, free clout? Is this what we're doing?
Yeah,
we're just giving free clout? Let's cover it.
Red Bull gives you wings or some shit. Goddamn. You better sponsor me, Red Bull. Because David Dobrik's out the fucking window, so I better be getting sponsored right now.
Bro, I don't even know what's going on with that. I'll be honest with you.
So what happened with David Dobrik, it's not really him, but he basically filmed sexual assault. I might have to bleep that.
I feel you're missing a big part of that. He literally filmed someone getting...
All right, well, he didn't know that at the time. He thought it was consensual at the time.
Oh.
But the woman came out and said she was so drunk to not even know what the hell she was doing. But it wasn't him that, did the Epsteining, but it was...
Yeah, oh my God.
It was someone else. It was his friend Dom. But
that took a dark turn, but yeah, Red Bull. You should get sponsored by them, dude.
He lost all his sponsors, so I better be getting some sponsors out there,
Bro, that's crazy. It just goes to show you in this day and age that information is so quickly available. Who is safe? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Growing up, Dobrik was the fucking
the
goat.
guy,
yeah, I mean, people loved him and whatever. Now to hear about that is a shame.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like Chris D'Elia. You're a big fan of D'Elia. I'm not.
I like D'Elia. Yeah. I think he's hilarious, bro. He's had me fucking rolling.
I'll say his stand-up's pretty garbage, but his podcast is pretty solid. That's what I'll say.
I will say he's better at stand-up than I've ever been.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Obviously,
so it's
but he kind of got.
I remember him on Vine, bro. Vine. I don't know if you're too young for this. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay.
I'm not young
for
Vine.
18? You're barely.
Yeah. It's called David Dobrik.
You see that D'Elia? Never mind.
Yeah. D'Elia barely 18.
Yeah, there you go. And dude, he had me laughing so hard. I remember his Eminem bit that went viral. Like that was super funny. And
he never got to meet him directly, right?
No, they got together and they did something.
Okay.
I forget what it was, but then yeah, bro, I hate talking about like comedians that got canceled, but
Shane Gillis.
Dude, I think Shane is hilarious too, and I don't think he's canceled. I honestly think he has a better career now because he's touring, he's selling out places. Like, good for him. Like, I feel like people's careers are more in their hands when, they're like direct to consumer rather than like when you're an SNL writer or like, let's say you're on SNL, you're not direct to consumer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they'll decide if you're gonna be in a sketch.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, hey man, at the end of the day, things all work out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So a year ago we met, and now both of us are vaccinated. Bro, that was an ordeal. Maybe because I'm way too young to get a vaccine, so I had to I was saying like, oh, I'm employed, I have to meet people every day, and they're like, fuck, just get this kid a vaccine.
Yeah.
So I got it. And for you, it's just fucking easy because you work in healthcare, right?
I work in healthcare. Yeah, I'm a rep for a medical company, and I'm like a medical device company, and I'm in and out of doctors' offices all day. I see patients all the time, and most of the people that I see are elderly.
Yeah.
And that's who's like really worried about it. But yeah, I remember you telling me, you're like, my family needs to get vaccinated. I was like, bro, you got to leave the county.
Yeah, I left LA County. We got it in far away.
And people are going to hate and say, oh, you're not supposed to do that, whatever. But it's like, he had to get vaccinated because, his family was, susceptible to getting sick. I don't know, man. Don't judge. Like, literally, if you've learned anything over the last year, is that you shouldn't just judge people, like, be all quick to judge them, When COVID first started, like, everybody was yelling at someone else for, how could you be out having fun? How could you be out doing this? And like, granted, yes, it's irresponsible, but if you're gonna hold everyone else to that standard, then you should still be at home now and social distancing now. You know what I mean? Like, there's just, dude, the nuance is absolutely gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
Yeah, when you're talking about doctors' offices, I just remember this, like, you post on your Instagram story about, like, you trying not to eat the Ferrero
Rochers, bro. Yes. Every time I go in there, this doctor, shout out, actually, I probably shouldn't shout him out because it might say something on here that I don't know, whatever. But every time I go in there, because, like, it's a cultural thing, he always has these, like, sweets. I don't know if you like noticed, but it's not just those ones. And I'm all like trying to like be low carb and, stay away from bread and pasta. And here I am, and I just go in there for work, and 6 Ferrero Rochers later,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Makes you lose your abs.
Nah, you're fucking fit, bro. Like, that's why I felt so self-conscious when we were hiking. And you're like, dude, let's take our shirts off.
Yeah.
And I was like,
bro, you trying to get yoked? Like, real talk, we should get you so stupid diced. We should get you peeled back to the
Kumail
tree.
Nanjiani style?
Yes.
Fuck it, dude.
I guarantee you that Kumail, shout out Kumail. A brown guy who's fucking yoked.
He's fucking, that was a crazy, like, no one saw that coming from him.
I promise you he's on crazy amounts. Crazy amounts of like exogenous hormones. But so like stuff that's going into his body because like they can do stuff like that, and God bless them. It's, you know what I mean?
But like, that's funded by Disney though. That's the thing. I'm funding myself. You
know what I mean? True. You're gonna have to like drive down to Mexico and buy a bunch of vials of, testosterone, human growth hormone.
Yeah, HGH. I'll just ask LeBron for some HGH.
Bro, but if
doesn't HGH make you lose hair?
No, testosterone can though.
Oh, okay. Then
testosterone can give you androgenic alopecia, and what that'll do is like it'll just speed up your hair loss. So does your mom have hair on her side of the family?
Yeah, everyone has hair except my dad's he's kind of receding a little bit.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it can speed it up.
Fuck that, dude. Nah.
It can speed it up.
I want to enjoy my flocks of hair for a really long time.
Bro, you got great hair.
Really? Thank you.
You got great fucking hair.
Thank you, man. I mean, it's not great when we're out hiking for like 2 hours.
Dude, that was so funny.
Okay. I think I can kind of read your mind, and I know where you're going with this. And dude, fucking I'm brain farting right now. The guy from Jurassic Park,
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum.
So, dude, so
Jeff Goldblum, man.
we're on this hike and there's these two guys minding their own business. And I remember like you just, you're just shooting the shit. You're just being funny. And then you tell this guy, hey, what's up, Jeff Goldblum? And then he's like, and his friend like, looks over at us like kind of pissed off, and they keep walking. So
They chuckled though. You can't. They laughed at it.
no,
First
it was
time.
it was a nervous laugh.
Okay, it was a nervous.
Do you know what I
laugh.
mean? It's like, it's like like that. You know what I mean? Like they were nervous laughing, and then we passed them again. They came back and we passed them again. And then you're like, hey, Jeff Goldblum. And then his buddy goes, I shit you not. His buddy goes, he really doesn't like that. That's exactly what the guy said.
I hope he hears this, man.
Bro, I felt really like awkward. I was like, sorry about that, dude.
I feel like if you weren't there, I would have been so fucked. Like
if they would have tried to fight you.
No, not fight, but they would have 100% like approached me and had a whole like stern conversation.
Like, dude, who the fuck do you think? Yeah, I mean, whatever.
On,
Hey,
on a scale from 1 to 10, how much did he actually look like Goldblum? I'll give it a 6.57. Solid.
it was enough that like if you were busting his balls, like you'd get the reference, but like not so much so that he probably heard it a bunch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like that guy had not heard that a whole lot, but he could have.
I feel like that's not the first time. Come on, he has the hair, he has the age, he has like the look, the clothes also. Like he just looked like a Jeff Goldblum copycat.
Bro, you were clowning a complete stranger. That is a comic thing to do.
You and I are both comics,
Yeah,
so that's what we
such a
have to
comic
do.
thing to do. Is like you're just passing by someone on a trail, like they're just trying to enjoy nature, and you're like, bro, you look like, and you just like, go off on them.
Dude, like, yeah, maybe I guess I shouldn't. You did teach me, and you did say like, hey man, we're not always at like Fourth Wall or the Laugh Factory down the
Some
street.
people have thin skin. Yo, let me ask you, what's going on with your love life since we last talked?
Honestly, man,
Let's talk about it, dude. Let's talk about it.
I don't think we can.
Really?
Bro.
Why?
Because
NDA?
the people be listening to my podcast. And,
Really?
this is like a Brown thing. So if this shit spreads, it's fucking over, yo.
Bro, you don't want the Browns, hearing all about your love life if you're not supposed to.
The love life is my education and work. That's my love life,
Dude, do you want to hear a funny story? So, I went on a date with a girl a couple weeks ago.
Muslim?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to shout out her name or anything. Great girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really enjoyed our time together. And she seemed like she really enjoyed our time together too. We had a great dinner, went out, whatever. And then, like, the next day, she texted me and is like, this was such a great date, whatever. And then, like, I don't see her for a day, then another day. And she hits me with the, look, I'm just really busy at work right now.
Oh, man.
So I don't think I can date anyone. And when I said back to her, dude, I was like, I'd rather you tell me I have a small wiener or that I'm just not attractive than you tell me that you don't have time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
in terms of rejection, I'd rather hear like, hey, you're like not up to par or something like that.
Okay.
Or like, you're not good enough. But like when someone says that they don't have time, that's not it, because everyone's got time if they really want someone.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, can't you just tell me I'm ugly? like for real.
Dude, like my whole life, like I've been the king of rejection. Like whenever like I ask out a girl or whatever for Valentine's, for dates or whatever, it's like a 90% rejection. I'm like the opposite of Steph Curry. Yeah, so but recently like my probability has gone a little up for getting girls.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, just time.
Do you think it's your confidence, your swagger, or women are coming into their own? Because like there is like an age group where women don't know like necessarily like who's a good guy fit for them. Like,
yeah.
Like, do you remember like in high school, like guys would neg girls all the time? They'd be like mean to them.
Yeah.
Because like that's what we thought, or people thought like women responded well to.
Yeah.
And you're like a really nice guy. So I feel like,
Thank you.
I feel like, maybe you're like coming into your own, or what's going on?
I guess that's the thing. I'm feeling more comfortable, like being myself, being more confident, I guess when I used to ask out girls before, I had like a fucked up hairline and shitty hair.
Oh, word.
I had fucked up teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got braces and veneers, so that fixed itself out. That was pretty expensive.
You got veneers?
2 veneers. These front teeth are fucking fake.
Sexy, dude.
Yeah,
good for you.
I chipped them off like when I was young, and it just looked horrible, man. Yeah, it looked like.
Dude, I got 2 crowns in my front right here because when I was 13 years old, I got into a ski accident, and my knee hit me in the teeth, and my tooth came out my front lip.
Fuck.
It straight up came out. And so get this.
Root canal?
Yeah, 100%. So I get down to the bottom of the mountain, face black, blue. My eyes are black and blue. Like, it hasn't even been like an hour.
Okay.
And I get down to the bottom of the mountain and I call my dad and I'm like, Dad, you gotta come get me. He's like, why? I'm like, I knocked my teeth out. He's like, where? I'm like, on the mountain. He's like, well, where are they now? I'm like, up the hill. He's like, go get them. I was like, how are you gonna find teeth in snow?
In snow.
My dad was insisting, like, this is like a very Middle Eastern dad thing to do. He was insisting that I go back up there and look for my teeth. There's like 2 feet of powder, like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, imagine like looking for where you think your teeth were. Like, it was a traumatic experience.
You know, in times like those, like, I really fucking wish we had a Control F in real life. You know?
Yeah.
I just want to use that sometimes in real life. Like,
what is Control F? Is it undo?
No. Control F it's find.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
You're a Mac user, right?
Yeah.
You fucking asshole.
That's why I didn't get the reference.
Yeah.
Control F.
Yeah,
okay.
Control F is just finding something. Like in a Word doc, you can Control F and find a word you're looking for or some shit.
Yeah.
So I just want that in real life. Like, oh, I misplaced my keys. Control F. Oh, it's in my room. You know?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? My dad lost his phone like a few weeks ago, and he was like, "Oh fuck! Like I'm not getting that shit back," because he went to like so many places in a day. Like he was running errands. He went to like grocery store, fucking DMV, a bunch of shit.
Strip club, yeah,
strip club,
for sure.
Fucking,
I know.
Penis reduction surgery, everything.
He's got a big one, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So then what happened?
So he lost his phone. He came back. He didn't have his phone on him. So I was like, damn, what the fuck do I do, bro? So I tried it. This is like a shot in the dark. I tried the Find My iPhone feature.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be bullshit, right?
First of all, shot in the dark, that's like the only option you have. Like,
obviously.
Like before Find My iPhone, like you lost something.
Yeah.
All you could do is retrace your steps.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what I had was that so I put Find My iPhone, and then I put like there's this thing called a lost mode. You could put it as lost, and then you could put a message on it that says like, oh, if you find my phone, call this number. That's not mine, but it's like my relatives or something. Yeah. So I put my number, and I was like, probably nothing's gonna happen. And then I was just chilling, just like playing video games, and then I get a call. Right? And I'm in my head, I'm like, dude, this has...
What do they sound like? You gotta do their voice.
So it was like...
All right, okay, we're gonna do it.
First of all,
what?
I have like text, I have proof, right? And this is like some like college like Latina chick.
Okay, so you be the Latina chick, and I'm gonna be you. Ready? I'm gonna call you.
Let me pull out my phone and let me see her text real quick to refresh my memory. So look at her contact name.
Jasmine Phone Finder.
And then she was like, thank you.
Yeah. So it says phone check.
This is after our phone
double
call.
Thumbs up. And then he says, Nilufar, keep me updated, please. Who's Nilufar?
That's my mom.
Oh, word. That's a Persian name too. Okay, you called? Sorry, accident. Okay, no problem. Are you close by? And then it's a picture of like the street.
Yeah.
And she says, yes. And then you're like, okay. And then, very unexpected, but very appreciated. Glad I was able to help. Have a good night. God, she sounds like a sweet girl.
Okay, so the phone call started off like, hi, who is this? And then she's like, hola. No, I'm just kidding. She's like,
but she could have.
She could have. Jerry Seinfeld. And then she's like, hi, did you lose a phone recently? And I'm like, yeah, I did. And then she was like, can you tell me what the wallpaper is? Because, if you call someone,
smart girl.
If you lose your phone, and I was like, I was trying to think what the wallpaper was. So I asked my dad, like, do you know what your wallpaper is? And he's like, I don't know what it is. And I'm like, I try to refresh my memory, and I'm just like, it's like some default like planet bullshit, like a moon or something.
Yeah.
And then she's like, yeah, that's it. And then I was like, dude, so did you find the phone, like, with the case and everything? And she's like, yeah, I found it at, like, Vaughn's or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, oh, shit, thank you so much. But here's the thing. We're all in different locations. Like, my dad's out there trying to look for his phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at home.
Right.
And then she's, like, when she found the phone and she's at home because she was like, might as well just take the phone, right?
Right.
And then, like, I was like, fuck, how do I make this happen? So I tell my dad to, like, go to, like, a neutral location, like a KFC or something.
It's like a drug deal. Like, go to, like, a neutral, like, a safe location.
The worst part is that it was actually, like, in a shady area.
Yeah.
So that kind of
It's like, meet me on Crenshaw Boulevard. You're like, oh, all right.
Fuck it. So I was like, I had to, like, sell it on my parents. Like, I was like, okay, someone found your phone, but you have to listen to me. You have to go to KFC. And then he's like, are you sure I'm not going to get fucking killed? Because it was such a weird location, right?
Bro, that'd be so messed up.
And then, like, I feel bad for this girl, too, because I'm just like, oh, yeah. So I'm not there. Just go to KFC and give the phone to a guy that kind of looks Middle Eastern and who's wearing a Hollister sweater. And she's like, mind you, this is at like 11 p.m. at night, dude.
What? Would, first of all, unless it's like a well-lit area, I probably wouldn't do that as a man, let alone as a girl. And I know maybe that sounds
this is
like
pretty well-lit, solid, right?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. It looks
There's
shady
literally
as fuck.
Not a single person in that photo. So it's like it's a street view and there's nobody around.
Yeah, so that was pretty. Yeah, so thank you. I guess I'll send her this clip.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Jasmine, bro.
Shout out Jasmine.
Did you like hook her up with like a tip or something?
Oh yeah. My dad gave her like $20. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Because, like, you know what? Like,
pay it back.
That's never happened before. And honestly, like, if someone found a phone on the fucking ground, they would nine times out of 10 they would not be helpful. They'd just like turn that shit off and just sell it on like eBay or something.
Yeah.
Trying to make a quick buck.
I would lose my wallet all the time.
Really?
Yeah. Back when I was like,
this guy lost his fucking wallet like a few days.
Oh, you did, dude?
Yeah. So tell me your story about losing a wallet.
I would lose my wallet all the time. And this one time I lost my wallet with like, you know, like a couple $1,000s in it. Yes. And I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but I'm saying like I was dumb enough to keep that much cash in my wallet.
That's
right?
a fucking stupid idea.
It's a stupid idea, right? So I lose this wallet, and for like 3 days I'm saying like, if I get this returned to me, you got $5.
That's it.
If
I lose it,
bro, I was like, if I get this returned to me, I promise to give half of it to the person who found it.
Okay.
Right?
So did it have your ID and driver's license? So like they know your address?
It had all that. It had all that. And then like a week and a half goes by, and my mom is like, hey, a package just came for you, like at the house. Because like there's my business card. I was like, what package is it? And so I go, and sure enough, it's my wallet, right? And it's the money that I had in there, but it's like $400 short. So this person was like a good enough person to not take all of it. Yeah. But they're like, shipping and handling.
Yeah.
So I got it back, you know, but it was just really funny that they took some out. They're like, I don't know if this guy's gonna hook it up.
I think that's granted. Like, if you find someone's wallet with a bunch of money, like, I think you just have to, like, there's a finder's fee. You just have to give something back.
Bro, there should be like a unspoken rule that if you find someone's wallet and you need the money, take the cash, send them the cards back. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to go back to the DMV. Like, just going to the DMV alone, bro, it's
hell.
You can have like a few $100s of mine if you need it. Right? Wouldn't you rather do that than have your wallet completely
taken? Exactly. Dude, that sucks, man. But like, hey, at least you found it, and like, I think you waited a week. Dan, you were hopeful, dog. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have much else to do.
When was this?
This was back in college.
Did someone like $1,000? Damn.
No, it was like almost $2,000. It was almost $2,000. And it came back like 400 short.
That's a bad idea, man. Why? I don't know why people do that. Why don't you guys just keep it in a card?
Because I was dumb.
I think max on a wallet you should have maximum 100. That's it.
Really?
The rest you could just pull out an ATM or you just. I mean, no one What I've seen recently is that like shops prefer contactless payments now, like Apple Pay, Google Pay.
Yeah, but that was like 6 years ago. You know,
You still had a card.
Things were different.
You still had a
I
card
don't even
though.
think I had. No, I had a card. I think what it was is like when I was younger, like the idea of having a bunch of cash on me felt a lot more real.
Yeah.
And now like what feels real is like, oh, how much Ethereum do I have in my wallet?
You're
or
a
something.
crypto guy, so
I'm a crypto guy.
pump and dumps.
I like to pump. I like to dump. It's just what it is, man.
I've been doing that with Doge.
With Doge.
Yeah, that's 100%.
I won't touch Doge.
I mean, it's a pump and dump, bro.
Yeah.
Like whenever Elon tweets something out, it just rises 4 or 5 cents.
Could you imagine if your tweet like could manipulate the economy, like the market?
That's crazy. Elon really fucks. You saw what he tweeted out like a week ago? He's like, okay, you can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. And then it shot up like
Huge.
$500.
Huge.
So I was like, wow, one tweet, just a guy like typing on his phone just manipulated the market, and it made some people like, I don't know, 10 grand.
Yeah, I feel like when you've got enough social cachet like he does,
Yeah.
people are gonna believe you and like support you even if you might be wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he's launching a shit ton of rockets. Not all of them are successful.
Yeah, the one failed.
But people are like, nah, we trust what you're doing.
Hey, but that Falcon 9, that's like a extraordinary accomplishment, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Shooting up a rocket and then landing it back down, saving money. That's something.
Yeah.
That's like a bullet point in human history. We've never done that. That's like, it's going to advance space travel a lot, you know?
What's something that you're scared of with technology?
Technology, man?
Or what's one thing that you're actually scared of?
What I'm fucking scared of is just like, we're all getting so attached to like, we're putting everything into the cloud, like, everything you have, like let's just say your bank account, right? So you have to put in your email, your password, your social to access your bank account, right? And it's all that shit is stored in the cloud. All that money is in some cloud storage of like Wells Fargo or Chase Bank or some bullshit, right? And those are just in servers, and anytime that shit could crash and all your info is gone, and what proof do you have? You know what I mean? Because like everything, your photos, your email, everything, your online persona can just evaporate if like Google servers, Gmail servers just like fucking blow up, you know?
Yeah.
Everything's gone. It's not backed up. You get me?
Yeah, I totally get you.
So,
I agree. That sounds horrible.
I think like Elon and Joe were talking about that on their podcast. Like everything is just, I don't know, like everything can get deleted in an instant, you know? It's kind of crazy.
Do you know what scares me is, okay, so if you look back on history, there was these people that came along that challenged like the status quo, right?
Okay.
And like at the time, their ideas seemed like really like ahead of its time, or they seemed like they don't belong there and they got pushback, right?
Yeah.
Like people who led movements. I feel like, and what people who lead movements do is they try to circumvent some of the power from like whoever's already in position to other people, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to get to the point where tech is going to be so massive and controlled by so few that those people will be squashed before there's ever any momentum.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like imagine if like, God, I hate using the Gandhi example, but Gandhi's a pretty sick example.
Shout out Gandhi.
Shout out Gandhi.
Shout out. I'll at you, dog.
Yeah, he's sick.
He was on some Dalia shit back in the day, though.
Yeah, but pedophilia wasn't pedophilia back in the day, I think. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't call Dalia a pedophile.
No, but like he was sleeping with young girls.
But weren't they like 17? I'm talking about Gandhi.
Oh, no, I thought Gandhis were like 13.
13?
Yo, producer, can you look that up for us?
Yeah, you
'Cause-
got 13. I thought it was on some Dalia shit, dude.
No, Dalia is cool in my book. He's innocent till proven guilty.
I think Dalia was like, oh, Wisconsin, age of consent is 15. We're going to Wisconsin.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. He
Really?
basically, he followed the laws of every state. He didn't break any laws, but that's still unethical, right? Like,
Yeah, but I feel like in this country, like, aren't you innocent till proven guilty?
yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, aren't things like kind of
But then, like,
hearsay?
things with the internet like that, like Dalia lost a lot of shit just by tweets, and it's not like a criminal offense yet, but like I don't think he's gonna like be in the mainstream. I don't think like Netflix loves to have him anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Hey, you know what? I hope if there's victims, I hope the victims get, justice, or they things get righted.
yeah,
right?
yeah, of course.
And yeah, that's all I really got to say about that. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know much either, but I gotta
But
ask.
what were we saying?
I
We were
got-
saying something before that.
I was saying something before that.
Yeah, producer, what were we saying before that?
Gandhi.
Gandhi. Oh yeah. So back then,
Status quo, yeah.
like he would have been shut down like really quickly, right? Because like whoever's in power, like for example, like the English, right, that were in India. Imagine if they controlled like all like the airwaves and how people communicated, and like now like movements, they get traction on Twitter or like Facebook or whatever. What if you could just like silence the like the hashtags and like all that stuff?
Damn.
Or they could like find out exactly where you are, and they can
definitely
do
do
some
that.
fuck shit. Do
They
you know
can
what I mean?
definitely. Have you ever like? I think the scariest moment I had online gaming was like playing Black Ops 2,
Mhm.
and some kid like read out my address,
How do you find your address?
IP address, and then reverse Google search where that IP address is, and then you find my general location. It wasn't my exact address, but he was like, "Oh, do you live in LA in this zip code?" And I was like, "Oh,
Oh my
fuck,
God.
yeah, I do." But
Why was he beefing it with you? Were you beating him?
yeah, I was just killing him in COD back in the day. when
This
I
is
was-
what I've heard. I've heard that sometimes cops will get like SWAT will like get a call
yeah.
that I can't hear you again for some reason. SWAT will like get a call that there's a guy armed with a gun in a house,
Yeah.
and it's like they called it in because they were playing Call of Duty with a kid they didn't like.
Dude, that's
So
crazy.
the cops will go in guns blazing, like ready to shoot someone, because you know how cops be. They're like, I'm so convinced that they want to shoot someone. Like, it's just what it is.
Yep.
And it's just a kid like playing video games.
It's insane, bro.
That's so messed up.
Dude, this has been bothering me for like the last like 30 minutes. How do you pronounce your last name? So everyone just says Ari Khoda, right?
Khoda, yeah.
Khoda, yeah. What's the full last
Khodaverdian.
Khodaverdian.
Yeah.
Khodaverdian. That's
Right
dope.
here.
Yeah, that's all.
Khodaverdian.
Khodaverdian, man. Hey, thank you for inviting me to your little Super Bowl get together, man. That was dope. Thank you.
That was sick.
Joe's Pizza was pretty bomb.
Joe's Pizza's fire. It was a pretty boring game if I remember
the game
correctly.
was we made a bet and I fucking lost, but it's okay. But
Hey, you paid up like a real man.
shout out to Kevin. That chicken dip or whatever was
Yeah,
so
buffalo.
bomb. Yeah, dude, that shit,
Yeah, bro, so good.
that was so bomb.
Yeah, the boys were like, "Yo, how's your friend Arman?" I'm like, "He's good."
Yeah, no way.
Yeah. I gave you a little shout out. I'm like, "Yeah, he's good. He's grinding at work."
Thank you.
And yeah, bro. Are you planning on getting on stage anytime soon?
Now that I'm vaccinated and people are getting herd immunity,
There's like outdoor shows and stuff.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I think first I gotta like warm up to it. Like I gotta start at least attending them and like start getting back in the vibe at least.
Yeah.
There's this guy Saad Alyssa, you know him? On Deck Comedy, he had like this whole thing where he was doing outdoor comedy on his backyard. That was pretty cool. That's pretty
That's
sick.
dope. That's dope.
He had like a lot of people on. He had like Craig Robinson and like
Oh, really?
Yeah, from The Office and shit. It was cool.
That dude runs at the park by my house.
Craig Robinson?
Yeah.
You see him?
Bro, I saw him one day and he was just like grinding, and this is back when I was trying to get in really good shape. When I first started, like this was right after you and I, it was like in the pandemic, and he's like just, almost like he looks like he's about to die pretty much. Like that's how hard he was pushing. He was like, I'm like, hey man, I see you here all the time. You're grinding. Respect that. And he's like, and in his voice, he's like, yeah, thanks, man. And I was like, I'm Ari, by the way. And he's like, I'm Craig.
That's dope, bro.
And then that's it. That's the only time I ever talked to him.
I mean, he's a comic. You should have got on a pic with him, bro.
It was COVID, dude. Imagine it's COVID and this is during the hysteria, and some guy's like, yo, I'm a huge fan. Let me get a photo.
Yeah,
You'd be
I
like,
feel that.
You'd be like, dude, I love my fans, but no.
He's pretty active in the comedy world. That I've seen him like quite a bit, but I saw him at Haha Comedy Club,
Yeah.
but I didn't get to talk to him because he was on stage and then he just left after.
Imagine you just go up on stage and talk to him. Like,
Yeah.
he's right in the middle of a set.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I'm a huge fan.
I wonder if you've been to the Comedy Store, right?
Yeah.
It's like right there.
It's down Melrose. Yeah.
Laugh Factory's right there. Comedy Store's right here.
I mean, down Sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey man, Comedy Store is crazy. When did you go?
Dude, I bombed.
You had a mic at the store?
It was a potluck, bro. Like,
yeah, no,
like anyone could have gotten.
Yeah, I know. But people are still there. Like,
bro, it was a full room. It was an absolutely sardined room, bro. Like so packed. And I bombed so hard that if I think about it, I have like a physical like
cringe.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know when you do something so cringy that if you recall it,
yeah,
you, like, feel like you're like wiggling around inside.
Yeah,
that's how that was. And then I got invited by this dude. Shout out Bruce Gray. He's a funny ass comic. I think he's a doorman there. I got invited to come there, check it out, put my name in the basket. I was like working on like, you know, like having a 5 at the time. This was like when I was
5 minutes.
Yeah, I was like real early and like getting on stage. I didn't have a whole lot of reps. And I went up there and I bombed so hard, right? And I come back outside and I'm just like feeling like sorry for myself. And I order a drink by myself, don't talk to like anyone. And this girl walks up to me. She's like, "You're a comic, huh?"
Oh,
and I'm like, "Oh my God, she saw my set. Like, this is gonna be so embarrassing." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah, how'd you know? Did you see me in there?" She's like, "No, I just noticed you being all quiet."
Oh.
So she never saw it, bro. And I wonder how she's doing. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Dude, what if that was like Whitney Cummings or some shit, dude?
Dude. Okay, who's your favorite female comic?
Damn, putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Ali Wong.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too?
No.
Okay.
Nikki Glazer.
Oh, she's hilarious.
In my book, dude, hilarious, hot, smoke show.
Yeah.
Dime. But who knows? Hey, that's what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I mean, dude, that's crazy. Have you done Laugh Factory?
Never.
I've done Factory. That's what
How'd that go?
It wasn't horrible.
Full room?
It was open
downstairs,
mic.
upstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay.
You know, not horrible, not my best because I was fucking nervous, but
yeah.
I got some laughs here and there. It was. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel like cringy. I wasn't quiet afterwards. I was still like networking and stuff.
Yeah. You're asking everyone to follow you on Instagram.
No, I was like, hey yo, give me a 5-star on my podcast. Give me you know.
I will give you that, dude. Is you're like you know who you are well enough that you don't mind asking others to.
Yeah.
Which is like very difficult for people to do. It's like for someone to walk up to someone they just barely met, like you are comfortable asking them, "Hey, will you leave a 5-star review on my podcast?"
I remember I did that.
And I left you one, you know what I mean?
Investigate that Honey Potter.
Yeah.
I remember that shit.
You remember that shit? Yeah. But it's like, dude, that's gonna in the future, it's going to like pay off.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's like a very difficult thing to do. Like we were talking about rejection earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would be nervous that someone's gonna be like, "Dude, no, like I don't even like you." Like that's what my own insecurities are, that someone's gonna tell me that they don't even like me as a person that I just barely met.
But I warmed up. We've been talking for like an hour at that point. You know, we were talking about like where we grew up and stuff.
Yes. But take me out of it. Like remember when you met one of my roommates?
Yeah.
And you asked them?
Yeah.
That takes balls.
Yeah.
That's like all I'm trying to say is like for you to do that, I think it takes courage, you know?
Yeah, but I warmed up to him too. We watched the whole Super Bowl and we were just chilling, making jokes. I was like, hey, you know,
you like lubed him up with a few of your one-liners, and then you're like fucking slithered in there. You're like, hey, leave a 5-star on my pod.
Leave a 5-star
on my pod,
dude. Like. At one point, I was just gonna go around your whole fucking house and be like, "Hey, yo, you're a cool guy. Give me a 5-star. You're a cool." But I was like, "No, let's." Like, I feel like you warned me not to. That's why I was just chilling.
I don't know if I did, but you know, hey, I want the best for you, and if the best for you is, you know, getting your podcast some notoriety, like, alhamdulillah. Zaidi.
Thank you.
As they say, right?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Dude, your hospitality was on point though. Like I was feeling so shitty after the hike. You know, not in a bad way, just like I was sweaty and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And, have you been working out since we had this conversation?
Light workouts, like home workouts. Yeah, just push-ups, sit-ups.
How many push-ups?
Try to do 40 to 50 a day. It doesn't go through. Like in the morning I do like 20 and then I just forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's once you get like really into it,
I know.
It pays off. You know what I mean? Like with work and like, you know, everything else that's going on, it's like hard for me to shut my mind off. And I feel like the only time I get to shut my mind off is when I'm in the gym, just grinding.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I want to get you on that, in the cult.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I want to join that cult.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, wait.
You know who's part of that cult?
Who?
Dalia.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he likes to get fucking yoked.
He has a kid now. But
God bless.
God
bless.
When I went to the second floor of your place, dude, like you had like a whole editing gear setup. What was that about, bro? Was that like your like a home office or something? Like just the Macs and stuff.
The MacBooks?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like if you need a bigger screen to get work done on. I don't use it a whole lot, but it's there.
Yeah.
But I'm actually looking at places right now. I remember you met one of my roommates, Sebastian.
Yeah.
I'm looking at tomorrow. I'm gonna go tour somewhere. I got 3 places lined up, and it's like in LA. If you want a 1-bedroom, you're paying like $2,800 to $3,000
For a studio?
No, for a 1-bedroom.
Oh, okay, one
right on the west side.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. So, but if you have like 2 other roommates, which people do, you can pay like $1,200 to $1,500.
Yeah.
So it literally cuts your rent in half. But like where I grew up in like Minnesota, right?
I remember.
And I grew up in Salt Lake as well.
Yeah.
Right? With that much money, you could have a mortgage.
I know.
Like a fat house. Like a
Nice.
4-bedroom house.
Your current house is pretty solid. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, but I don't own that house.
I know.
I don't own that house.
Ian, right? Or
yeah,
Ian.
Ian. Shout out Ian. But like, I'm just saying, like when you choose to live here, there's ups, right? There's like huge pluses. Like the fact that the weather's really nice here.
Yeah.
Is like enough for people to be like, you know what? I'm okay driving like a Civic versus like, you know, a 6 Series BMW.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, there's trade-offs. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, here, I'll give you a scenario. What would you rather do? Live homeless for a year in LA or live in like Antarctica in the freezing cold, no one around for a year?
Fuck. Damn, that's
and
actually
homeless just means that you don't have your own place. So you could crash at homeboy's house.
There's a whole,
you know what I mean?
There's a whole TV show about this, about a comic who crashes at people's place. It's called Crashing. And I would just copy him, what he does.
Really?
Since he has so much free time on his hands and nothing to lose, because he has no rent, no mortgage, like no car payments or whatever, all he does is just go to comedy open mics and everything and just starts grinding.
Right.
And that's it. That's his life. And
then there it is, dude.
He slowly gets up there. It's a good show.
Who's the guy?
Pete Holmes.
Pete Holmes. Yeah, I've seen his stand up. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious guy.
I don't think that's his real life story, but that's pretty sick though.
Like Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow. Dude, he does everything.
Is it Apatow or is it Apatow?
Apatow.
Apatow.
I in my head it's Apatow. I've never heard anyone say it out loud,
Apatow.
But Judd Apatow, he's done everything. Like he's done Superbad. He's done.
Do you ever like think about?
He's done every comedy.
Do you ever think about like how a person that belongs to the tribe of like greatness?
Yeah.
Right. Like how they were able to create all of that in their own, like on their own, like their mind. Like when you hear about these guys write the whole script, direct the whole movie, do you know what I mean? And star in it, you're like, I could never fathom doing something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like some people are insanely talented. You know, and it's
Tom Cruise.
What about him?
He directed and produced and acted in Mission Impossible.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Tom Cruise.
Shout out Tom Cruise.
He's an absolute heartthrob.
Yeah.
Still is
at 56 or something. Fact check that real quick, Jamie.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about Scientology?
Scientology, damn, bro.
Do you know much about it? Because like you're a religious guy, so
I'm not super religious, but I dabble.
Yeah.
The church isn't that like a few miles from here? Church,
it's everywhere.
Yeah, but the Hollywood one,
like their headquarters or something. Yeah.
The big one. Yeah. All I all I feel like is that they have a lot of shit on Tom Cruise and John Travolta.
Oh, you think it's a blackmail situation?
Tom Cruise, I really want to be in Mission Impossible, so don't like shit on me, bro. But I'm just saying, like, there's no way,
dude. If you want to be in Mission Impossible, it's over. Like, you just threw away your only ticket. You just talked shit about the guy who owns all the rights to it.
I'm not talking shit on him. I'm talking shit about Scientology. Am I
right, dude? Am I right?
Sorry, Tom Cruise, but I was gonna say, like, they have to have shit on him. There's no way they don't, because like every woman that like post divorce with him are always so happy. Like Nicole Kidman was so happy after
she divorced him.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. Like everyone he divorces, like the woman is always so happy, like they feel free. Like I want to know what that's about.
Let me ask you a question. How many people do you know that have gotten out of relationships and their response is, "No, it's totally fine. I feel so free."
Me.
Like literally everyone. Like no one's gonna come out publicly and be like, yeah, I feel shitty about myself and I'm worse off without them. Do you know what I mean? Because it makes you look weaker. So it's like, bro, cap.
Yeah.
You know? That dude was the biggest star back in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Phenomenal actor.
Rain Man.
Anyways, not to bag on him, but like, if I was Tom Cruise and Scientology like worship me like they do, I wouldn't want to leave. Right? Like, if I was like, who's a really famous Catholic? I can't even think of one. Not the Pope.
I don't know. Johnny Depp or something.
Johnny Depp. I don't know about that. Like,
I don't know either. I just shot in the dark.
Give me another, like, a religion or some, I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know.
Like a cult. But like, imagine that like you're worshipped by a large group of people, but those large group of people have like a set of beliefs that, you know, like some people may find like a bit obscure, right? You'd be like, yeah, but it's like, it's pretty cool that these people all like worship me. Yeah. He's not gonna like shit on that base. Yeah. Here's a good example. Trump fans, right?
MAGA.
It's almost like a cult.
It is
in
a cult,
that like
100%.
They worship this dude, right?
There's levels to it.
And it costs money to be part of. Like, I think one thing that's like synonymous with all cults is they cost money.
Yeah.
Right?
KKK.
And there's a financial incentive to it. When Trump lost the election, whether you think it was, you know, fraud or not, I don't give a shit. But when that happened, they asked for more money. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is like classic cult-like behavior. Scientology does that too. You know, just they all do, bro. It's all about power. It's all about control. You know.
Facts.
And
neo-Nazis.
Yeah, that's probably a cult too. Like white nationalists. Yeah, that's a cult too. Like they pay dues. It's a cult. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you can't subscribe to anything too hard. Yeah. Like there's got to be moderation.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah.
Moderation is key to everything, dude. I feel like, like that's like one thing I learned in life, because like when you have like a lot of shit going on, moderation's always the thing that keeps you in check. You get me? Yeah.
Dude, I had a problem with moderation.
Really?
I spent a lot of my earlier years like just drinking and doing just whatever drugs were around and partying.
When we were hiking, you told me about that. Yeah. I don't know if you want to say it publicly, but that was crazy. That's like,
I mean, like, I don't even necessarily think it's like
that bad.
Super valuable to get into like the specifics of it. But like, I know that there's people out there that have had the same issue. And like some people, they don't run into that. Some people can just stop. My thing was like, I was just partying for so long and I just never wanted the party to stop. So like, I don't think moderation comes super easy to everyone.
That's true.
There's people who are obese. There are people who are sex addicts. There's people who can't stop buying things on Amazon.
Oh, yeah. What's that thing called?
Shopaholic?
No, it's like something else, but it'll come back to me. It's like a word.
Uh-huh. What is the word?
It's not going to come to me right now. It's like,
but I know, but what does it describe?
Like when you buy something and you feel good that it's coming in.
Buyer's remorse? No.
That's bad.
Buyer's high.
I think it's buyer's high. Yeah, I think it's buyer's high.
The buyer's high, yeah. You know, back in the day, I don't know if they still do this, but like if you went and got a car from a dealership, they would call you like every couple of days to make sure you're happy with the vehicle, because people would have this like buyer's remorse where you could legally bring the car back after like 10 days.
Really?
Yeah, if you didn't like it. So like people would buy these like extravagant cars and whatever, and they would bring it back because they're like, oh my God, what the fuck have I done?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But no, like back to the moderation thing. I don't think in this world it comes too easy.
That's true.
You know?
There's a lot of issues. Like I guess I don't know what issue I've had with moderation. I guess I used to, this pandemic, dude, like I used to just wake up and just play video games like all day, and I did nothing.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I remember one time it got so serious where I literally woke up at like 1 p.m. right, and then I gamed till 8. That was it. I played for 7 hours and I went to sleep, and I woke up and did the same thing again, rinse and repeat. So I realized that was so shitty, and I was like, damn, I need to get a job or something, bro. Like I need to keep myself busy.
How did your mental health feel when you were doing that?
Shit. It felt like shit.
You know what's interesting about video games? I'm not trying to like shit on it, but it's like at the like best case scenario, right?
Yeah.
Assuming that you don't go like pro in it, best case scenario, you have like what, like a rank, or
Yeah.
you have like some sort of record,
Yeah.
right? But that's pretty much all you get for all the hours that you put in.
That's true, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Like there isn't something like concrete that like you get out of all the hours you spent there.
Yeah. That's true.
You know, but it's fun.
It is fun.
It's like super fun. I know myself, I have an issue with moderation in terms of things that can become addicting. So I don't play video games. But I know if I did, I'd get really into it and it would become like my life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have, you know, only so many hours in a day. One of my best friends, he didn't play video games for like a while, and then the pandy hit, and then we just like wouldn't see him anymore. Like he was just like
I was that guy.
Bro, he gamed all day long, and he just like, we'd see him and he just kind of like, his eyes like looked like there was like holes burning to him, and like he would eat like once or twice a day.
Yeah, I really empathize with that guy, dude. Because like when Warzone came out,
Yes.
shit, I think like that game was just so addicting, bro. Like I don't know what I deleted that shit,
Really?
but yeah, it was like probably one of the most like addicting Call of Duties.
Yeah.
Yeah, of like all time.
Have you ever looked at VR porn? Was that a segue or what?
Dude, like uphill, the hike was so good.
Yeah.
Downhill, I was tripping, falling, dying, bro. What happened to me? Like,
I think you had fatigue. It was a long hike. It was a long stretch up, and your body wasn't like used to it. But
I think like
it was fun.
going downhill.
It was out of your comfort zone.
It
you
was going downhill. I think I almost. If you were there, and Iman,
know? Yeah.
shout out
Iman.
shout
bro.
out Iman, bro. What a guy. I would have died. He basically saved my life.
He was holding you on the way down.
He
Yeah.
he basically did save my life at one point where like I realized that if he wasn't there, I would have just gone down and that was it. Like there's no stopping me. You're not the Flash, so you're not gonna come back up and scoop me. But I was pretty much dead at that one spot.
Right.
So thank you, Iman. You technically did save my life. You know.
Okay, I have another question for you.
What's up?
And I'll even ask your producer this too. Would you, with a knife, cut your dick off, right?
Yeah.
For $2 million if it grew back in 2 years?
Same length.
Same length. Yeah, 1 centimeter.
No
Exact
dick.
Same length.
No dick for 2 years. Would I feel pain during the cutting?
You would feel pain.
Fuck.
It would feel exactly like you'd think it'd feel, right? So like this scenario like doesn't change anything, but you get $2 million and you get your dick back after 2 years, but no dick for 2 years, and you got to live with like the horror of cutting your dick off
For $2 million.
for $2 million. What's that?
How sharp is the knife?
It's a clean cut.
Yeah, sharp
I'm not
knife,
gonna
sharp
slowly.
knife. No, this isn't like a butter knife.
That's what I was
It's not like
Yeah.
some gourmet cooking some glizzies.
What if
dude.
I was like sandpaper? That's what you get to get it off with.
See, I think one cut out $2 million direct deposit in my bank account. No
And you
dick.
get
I'll get it back
So you get the money right away, right? You
Yeah.
get the money as soon as you cut it off, right? But your dick don't come back for 2 years. It's like you know when like a tree branch breaks and then it takes a while to like.
So like just health wise, how do I piss?
Bro, it's like you got a tube or something, like
Shit.
a catheter or something.
Deal with that for 2. It's enticing.
2 million. So you're making $1 million a year tax free.
I do love little Arman, but I don't know if I can cut him off, bro.
Wait, does capital gains apply to this?
No, this isn't the
Bring in-
stock market.
This isn't
dude.
this guy's
I mean, my
taxing and shit.
bro.
No, it's
RI
me handing you a briefcase with $2 million in it.
The IRS isn't gonna come in and be like, "Did you cut your dick off for $2 million?"
Yo, serious question.
This is like a fucked up Mr. Beast,
Do you remember exactly?
Mr. Yeast.
Yeah, Mr. Yeast.
Am I getting a profit? Yeah, there you go.
There you go. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. Do you remember the guy who cut his dick off or something like crazy like that? And it was like everyone at school like talked about it. It was like a viral like clip that was like everyone was
Cut his
like,
dick off.
yeah. Do you remember that, dude? It was like
I
think it's called like the Pain Olympics or something.
Oh, that's like a whole website with like screwed up shit going on.
So do you think if you had something so insane that people couldn't help but like show their friends to traumatize them, that you'd get enough ad revenue to cover the 2 million? Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you would have, remember 2 Girls 1 Cup?
Yeah, I remember.
How
that.
many clicks did 2 Girls 1 Cup get?
Millions?
More than $2 million worth of clicks.
What?
That is a fact.
Was that monetized?
I don't know.
Who were the 2 chicks on there, dude?
One of them was my sister, and the other one was my cousin. They're both dead now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Fecal matter.
But like, dude, first of all, I don't even think that shit was real.
Yeah.
I think it was like just done in a studio, and it was like soft serve ice cream. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that was real. But if it was, who cares if it was or it wasn't? I'm sure someone monetized that. People didn't just put that clip out on the internet for the
fun.
goodness of their heart.
There's no way.
What are you looking up? Who are you texting?
I'm not texting.
I'm jealous.
I just wanna bring some memories back for everyone.
Oh, shout out this song, bro.
It has like 10 million views on YouTube, and all the comments are what you think it is. It's like a famous. It's by Enya.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Sell away.
I feel like that is a household name.
Yeah. Right.
2 Girls 1 Cup.
Oh. We're talking about.
Oh, Enya?
yeah.
Yo, they're both household.
Yeah. And they go hand in hand. So.
Dude, I just feel like there's certain things that like broke the internet like that. What?
I'm just thinking about that one song from Enya.
Go. Sing it.
No.
Sing
It's
it.
okay.
Sing it. You want to sing
I'm
it?
a Enya Spotify real quick. What was that one song I'm thinking of?
When I was growing up, there was this family who we were really close with.
Only time. Yeah. Can tell. Yeah.
Only time what?
Oh, I don't know what the lyrics are, but
Bro, you don't listen to. You don't be driving around blasting Enya.
dude,
Don't cap.
You'd be surprised, man.
That's like a bath song. People don't just like drive around listening to Enya.
That's true.
What is like the weirdest kind of music you listen to?
Damn. I don't know.
And if you
bro.
don't listen to any weird music, that's cool.
No, like, I mean, I don't really listen to weird music. I just listen to indies. There's nothing like if you pulled up my Spotify playlist and you press shuffle, they'd be like, oh yeah, let's not play that, guys. I don't think I have any of those.
I put on country the other day. I was feeling patriotic.
Some countries,
Dude, I was feeling mad patriotic.
I'll send you a country song that's
and
so
I just like put it on, and I was in my car in traffic,
yeah.
and I was just jamming, dude.
I'll send you a country song right now. It's beautiful, man.
Send it, dude.
I just love the covers of it, just like the whitest dude.
Should have ran after you.
Should have ran after.
Do you know the thing about country that
Is Rascal Flatts? Does that count as country?
I think so.
Then Rascal Flatts is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, people talk shit about country, but I remember when I was in like the Midwest, we'd go to these like country music festivals,
Okay.
and it was so much fun. Like the vibes are so good. Like they're so positive, they're so fun, and like people are real nice. Like I think country in the South, or like I guess rural America, get a bad rap.
Really?
They're like, I think they're nice people.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as a brown guy, right? Do you have like experiences with
I feel like if they didn't ask
the
you,
whites?
You could pass as white.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could pass it. But if I went there, I feel like I'd have a completely different experience, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I remember, like, I forgot where I went. I went to Lancaster and I was just chilling.
Clancaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get that reference. But I went to Lancaster and I was just in Costco and some guy was like, "Where the hell are you from?" I'm like, dude,
Bro, that's like
downtown
30 minutes.
LA
That's
is like
30 minutes from here.
downtown LA is like an hour. So
Why did he have a
where-
southern accent?
He, in my memory, he sounded like that. I'm like, dude, am I the only brown guy you've seen out here? Like, what's going on?
Dude, what if he just saw you and like he just came up to you and like started like poking you to like see what you felt like? He's like, I never felt one of these before.
Golly.
And he just starts touching. I don't know if he's sounding like that, but like I totally understand what you mean. Like, bro, so I was born in the Middle East, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't
Persian?
matter. Yeah, Persian. Doesn't matter how white I look or how white I don't look. Forget that. I just remember feeling real awkward after 9/11 and after like Iraq was getting bombed and all that. Do you know what I felt like, bro?
What?
I felt like you ripped ass in a classroom and you're just waiting for people to smell it, and you're like looking around like, oh, who's gonna notice, dude? Who's
you know
who's
what
gonna
sucks?
notice me?
When they mention 9/11 or something in class,
Yeah.
everyone always looks at like people like you and me, bro.
Yeah.
Like our last names and our first names, they don't help either. Like if your first name was Josh,
Yeah.
like no one would ever think twice.
Mm-hmm.
But we're so screwed, man. Like, I mean, your first name's Ari, so like, I was gonna ask, like, in roll call, did they ever fuck up your name?
My whole name is Artavan, but I go by
Yeah, I
like
remember
people
that.
just call me
But
Ari.
Artavan's not that hard though.
Artavan Kodaverdian doesn't sound white.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like some normal Armenian dude or something.
Dude, I just remember it just being really weird, and I would be like 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
And I'd go to like a friend's house to, I don't know, eat peanut butter and jelly or whatever the hell we did.
Yeah.
And then like the kid's dad would be like, "So let me ask you, what's your opinion about, you know, diplomacy in the Middle East?" Like some stupid question. Like more realistically, what they asked was like, "So what do you think about, like, you know, what's going on in the Middle East?" And I'm 9.
Dude, have you seen?
Like what did you think I was gonna say? Like you know, death to the infidels or something? Like what could a 9-year-old that's just like trying to like assimilate like have to say?
Honestly,
You know, that was just a weird time, bro. It's a tragedy.
have you seen Big Sick with Kumail Nanjiani?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You know that one scene where Ray Romano was like, so 9/11. I always wanted to talk about it with with people. And then and then that shit was so funny, and Kumail was like, "Oh, you know, it was a tragedy, you know. We lost 11 of our best guys."
Yes, dude, that's a great bit, dude.
And then their faces were like, "What?"
Yeah, well, he said something like, "We lost a lot of good soldiers" or something
Yeah.
like that.
That shit was so funny, bro. Like, how do you even respond to that when like some white guy's just like, "So 9/11, bud, let's talk about it," you know, like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah, dude.
it's like you've never talked about it with anyone before.
Bro, I do a bit where I would say, you know, the hardest part about leaving the Middle East was, you know, seeing my mom's sex drive because when we were in the Middle East, she couldn't have sex or drive.
Let's go to
Do you
the
know what
Laugh
I mean,
Factory
dude?
right now. We're going to Laugh
That
Factory.
bit would kill, dude.
Let's go to Laugh Factory right now, bro. Screw this shit.
And it's just like sometimes when you lean into like too hard of,
That's a good
like,
joke.
Yeah, thank you. So it's like I would do stuff like that.
I can imagine that just killing at the factory or the store, dude. That's great. Why didn't you say that at the store? What's wrong with you, bro? That would have killed.
I didn't have that bit then.
You see,
I bombed at the store like a
That's-
year and a half, 2 years ago.
that's the thing. Like, bombing, it makes you so much better. Like,
Yeah. It keeps you humble
Yeah,
as fuck.
I remember
Like,
when
it keeps me so humble.
I started out at the open mics and stuff, everyone was
Yeah.
telling me like, "Damn, bro, you're 16 and you're doing this, man. You're so good. And it was low-key getting to my head.
Yeah.
And then some guy invited me to a backyard show, and I was like, I got this.
Mhm.
And then I didn't bomb, but I didn't like meet expectations, I guess. So ever since
Whose
then,
expectations? Yours or theirs?
just audience and like, you know, theirs, I guess.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, maybe I'm not as good as I thought, because obviously I wasn't, because I was just a year and a half in.
You thought you were just sick.
Yeah, I thought I was just like, dude,
You're like, I'm sick
Jerry
with it.
Seinfeld is 40 and I'm coming
You're like,
for him,
David
bro.
Spade's gonna retweet my bit.
I'm like, I'm gonna be Jeff Ross at a roast, dude. But yeah,
Yeah, it's very humbling. Like, let me ask you this: have you ever been like had a joke, like get a good response, and then you're trying to keep like your pace up and you forget the next? Bro, there's nothing worse than that, and you see it happen all the time because people would be like, you know, punchline, then the audience laughs, and they're like, and yeah, so the thing, like, you know what I mean, like you lost them right there. They just lost confidence in you, so I don't care how hard that bit hits, it's not going to hit as good as if you remembered it.
There's this guy I know from Fourth Wall that had that moment, and it went insane and viral, like everywhere. So he was just like, he does like the general thing where like, oh, where are you from, man? Oh, where do you
he's
work?
doing crowd work.
Yeah, he was doing crowd work,
Yeah.
and then he's like, hey, what's your name, man? He's like, my name's Zach. He's like, Zach? Damn, you sounded so pissed when you said it. Who are you, Zach? What do you do? He's like, oh, I'm a movie director. He's like, oh, what movies do you do? And then the crowd went like super silent. It's like, oh, now I know you're lying because you're silent. And then he's like, think of any Zach movie director. And he's like, oh, Zack Snyder.
Is it Zach Galifianakis?
No.
Oh.
And then he said, I am Zack Snyder. So he was literally making fun of Zack Snyder the whole time. And then his whole set after was so like, he was just like,
People just didn't give him
shit.
the-
He was trying to make some jokes.
Did he
there.
make up for it?
Yeah, kind of. I'll send you
Okay,
the video.
sick.
It was
Yeah.
pretty funny. Like he was like,
It's actually like a really funny moment.
yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah. It
Let
was
him
caught
know.
on tape, so I'll send it to you, bro. It was hilarious, actually.
That's super, super funny.
That's rare.
I remember I was doing a set at this place called The Hood. Right?
Yeah.
That's the name of the place. There's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Hood bar and pizza. It's in Palm Desert. And it was an open mic night with a group of comics that do comedy there. And then there was like a rap group. There was a group of like these 6 black dudes from out of town, and like they made a deal with the club, like, yo, we'll come and we'll like chill there, but you gotta let us perform a few songs on stage, right? So people are doing stand-up, like some shitty comics, including myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And these guys were gonna be the closers, like the headliners, and they're gonna do their like shitty rap songs. And I'm doing like crowd work, and I like this was like just such a fun moment for me, because it's like one of my first jokes that came up on the spot that like really hit. And I looked at them and I was like, so you guys must be from out of town or something like that? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, you having fun? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, welcome to the Hood. And I said that accidentally.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Because the name of the place was The Hood.
Yeah.
Right? So then there was a pause, and I held on to that pause. I didn't say anything. And then we like looked at each other like this, and then everyone just erupted laughing,
Dude,
right?
that's
Because it's
sick.
like there's that whole
There's
you
that
know what I
moment of
mean? Yeah.
realization. It's like a double entendre.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, welcome to the Hood. And they're like these rappers that seem like maybe they know or two. Who knows?
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
It's always those like little moments that like it's not even part of your set, but you just
Yeah.
say it like I forgot what the term is, but like when you make a joke about the situation that people are a part of, like the audience, they'll laugh because they're there with you in the present time.
Yeah.
So that's why like jokes about like stories or whatever, they don't hit because they weren't there.
Right.
But so comics like Dave Chappelle, Russell Peters, who make jokes on the spot about the situation that everyone is in at the moment, those are jokes that hit, bro.
Dude, I remember seeing like Russell Peters' first like special where he was wearing those oversized blue jeans.
Oh, white shirt. Oh, dude.
Dude,
it's legendary.
he killed so hard. I'd never seen someone like,
some bong.
yeah, I'd never seen comedy that funny.
Dude.
And shout out that guy, because like for as long as I can remember, like that dude, I think was genuinely the first stand-up that I saw that I was like, was like, oh my God, this is hilarious.
Yeah, that guy, he was killing it, man. He's still killing it. But dude, like his crowd.
Do you know how much money that he has?
Yeah,
Can
I know.
Can you look up his net worth?
I've been in his Lamborghini before. I met
Really?
him. Yeah.
Did you finish him off? When you...
No, but I did do a set with him, and it was pretty fun.
Oh, okay.
I didn't tell him about the white shirt, blue jeans, but I told him like, dude, like you're one of the first like Netflix comedy specials and stuff, and you really like paved the way for everyone. So thank you. And like,
I think he was the first.
no,
Netflix
he
comedy
wasn't
special.
the first, but he was one of the first. The first was Zach Galifianakis.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up? What is it?
Russell Peters, right?
Yeah.
75 million.
$75 million.
Yeah, he's loaded, bro.
That's so crazy.
He has
bro.
all of India like rooting for him. That's 1 billion people.
Yeah, selling out stadiums worldwide.
Yeah.
So
So
gangster.
if you have like Indian people behind you, it's GG, man.
Yo, come up with a product that you can sell to just India. I'm dead serious. Like if you literally sell it to like 0.003% of the country,
It's a lot of money.
still a lot of money.
Yeah.
What would that product be?
NVI Health by Ari Khoda.
Oh, you want to sell my company to them?
Yeah. What do you sell exactly? You said you sell items, right?
So we provide IT services with our hardware.
Yeah, you're not gonna sell that to Indians.
Yeah, exactly. How are you gonna tell them about tech?
Sir, I made that company. You're trying to sell it back to me?
Yo, actually, that sounds like a guy I work with. His name's Saud.
Saudi.
I think he's Indian, bro. He sounds Indian.
Saud. I don't think he's Indian, bro.
Say your
Indian-
last name. Say your last name.
Zaidi.
Zaid.
Zaid.
I love that.
That
I feel
guy
like white-
Saud is not Indian, bro. Indian names are they're pretty long. They just shorten it.
Can I tell you something fucked up?
What's up?
So there's a website that my buddy sends me videos from like all the time, and they're like these really gnarly like videos.
Gnarly. Holy shit, I haven't heard that in forever.
I use that word all the time,
That's gnarly, dude.
and I can't not use it because it just like it explains what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
There was one of a land dispute in India between a father and a son, and they start hacking each other with scythes,
What?
dude. And like, there's people everywhere, and no one's doing anything about it.
It's fucking Street Fighter, dude.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a father and a son too. Is what the video description said.
It's a sick ass Bollywood movie.
Yeah. Yo, whatchamacallit? Have you noticed how racist Bollywood is?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
I
you
used
know what
to
I'm
watch
trying
a
to
lot
say?
of Bollywood when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah. So I didn't learn about that till later in life, but like,
They only hire fair people.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any outrage in their country about that stuff.
Dude,
I
there
feel like-
definitely is. Like, there's this brand that's so popular. It's like their Dove or Head and Shoulders. It's just called Fair and Lovely.
Yeah.
And the whole advertising that they have is that it's going to make you whiter.
Get out.
Yeah. It does.
Bro,
in
what is
a
with
very
that?
screwed up way.
Oh, so it's like bleaching
Yeah.
your skin?
Yeah.
It's fucked up, bro. It's just, I guess that's like the traces of like colonialism or
Yeah,
something.
dude. They really favor lighter looking people than darker looking people there, man. It's pretty screwed up.
I mean, I hope we get to the point where people don't need to address race anymore.
Yeah. Well, good luck, man.
But like, imagine if
It's going to take.
everything just evened out and we just went about life without having to take race into everything.
We need so many interracial couples like in the next like 200 years that everyone just becomes beige, bro. Like everyone just looks kind of the same.
Well, that's kind of racist too. is saying that we need only
No, we
interracial
don't.
couples?
We don't need it, but it's gonna happen eventually. Like,
Yeah, maybe not in your lifetime.
yeah, definitely not. But we're all gonna
Do you
look
know?
kind of similar.
But look, like here's the thing: people are tribal, and I don't think anyone should be like discriminated against. But like, I see everyone as equal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like, if someone likes their tribe and they want to stick with it, as long as they're not discriminating against someone else, it's totally fine.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if a black dude's like, I only like white chicks, is he racist? No, he's not. If he only likes black chicks, is he racist? No, he's not. You like what you like.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? So I just like, I don't want to put too much emphasis on, you know, there's just so many labels like out these days. I just want everything to be like love and chill.
Yeah, dude, that's That's why I love LA, man. Everyone's just on drugs. Everyone's chill. They don't really see.
Everyone's
killers.
on drugs and they're living in a tent and they're lighting shit on fire. And
Yeah.
that needs to stop.
Yeah.
That I'm not down with. Like, I pay a lot of money and there's like trash and shit everywhere around.
Yeah,
the
you do
neighborhood.
pay a lot of money in your neighborhood, man. It's a pretty dope house, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But damn, your neighbors like start fires?
No, I mean like the people in homeless tents,
Yeah.
they start fires all the time. If you have the Citizen app, like
Oh yeah.
there's fires started all the time by
I
homeless
don't have
people.
that app, but everyone keeps telling me about it, and they keep like posting screenshots and stuff about like random crime that goes on. I really
Yeah.
gotta download it, honestly.
Dude, it's insane. Do you have it?
My brother has it.
Bro, the stuff that you see, and like, if you don't live in LA, you don't know how bad the homeless problem is. Unless you're actually here.
You heard what they did with Echo Park?
What happened?
They just threw all the homeless people out.
Yeah.
Of the park?
Yeah, and they sent them to Venice, basically.
Get the fuck. How did they get to Venice? Echo Park is far from
I
Venice.
know, but you know, you're homeless. You need a spot to be at, and
So they
Venice is
sent them to
packed.
Venice?
Venice is
I don't know
packed.
about that. I don't know. But I did hear that people started like banding together to
Uh-huh.
protest against the police taking out the homeless people.
So were the homeless people in the park illegally squatting?
No,
Because you can't be in the park after 10. Did you know that that's a law?
I didn't
Oh,
know,
well, they did that at night, so it must have been past that.
Dude,
but that's like
what are you
always
gonna,
been a problem.
What are you going
right?
to fucking do? Like, you can't put them on like a train and God, that was going the wrong way. You can't make them leave the city,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Like, so that's, you can't do that.
So, an article by Keiko 9,
Yeah.
LA shutting down Echo Park Lake indefinitely. Homeless camps being cleared out.
Damn,
And how many people did they say that they got rid of?
fair bit.
Well, it says here there's a large scale homeless problem there that
Yeah.
fix.
You know what's really sad about the homeless situation is like you'll see these people and they have visible infections
Ooh,
on their arms and legs.
Last of Us.
What?
Nothing. Just,
What?
you referenced Last of Us accidentally, but it's okay.
What's Last of Us?
Damn, you've been out of the video game world for a while. It won Game of the Year.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
know what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so lost, dude. So they do that in the show? They talk about homeless people like losing arms?
Sure. I mean, it's just infected homeless people. They're-
Oh, yeah. Dude, they look like zombies.
Last of Us, yeah.
Yeah.
You're
so-
describing Last of Us.
Yeah. Sometimes life imitates art.
Yeah, it does, man.
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do, bro? Voice crack.
You're still growing, bro. You're still
Yeah.
your nuts are still dropping. Like you're still things are happening. I'm happy for you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Everyone keeps saying I'm on the upswing, bro. So when did you come to LA from Minnesota and Utah and stuff?
I was living in Northern California. I moved to LA about 4.5 years ago.
Okay, 4 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Really recent. You're doing well for you. How'd you get hired at a medical company and stuff? Was that beforehand? I mean, you said
I have a pretty good resume. I'm great with sales. I'm good with people. I work hard. I mean, like I don't think anything, stands in your way other than maybe like, how high you're willing to set the bar.
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. And like, things are great. Like my numbers are great at work. But there's like part of me wishes that I didn't have to work for money, but that I worked because it's something that I just wanted to do.
Damn. That's good.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I've always
that
wished that.
sounds like a sweet spot, right? Like, of course I have a few nice things and I want some more, right? Because like you see a dude in a McLaren, you're like, damn, I kind of want a McLaren, right? But then like living in LA, you see those nonstop. You
Yeah,
see
it's-
things that you're like, I want one of those all over the place. In social media, you see that all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it just becomes like this vicious cycle where like you feel like you just have to work to have those things. But just imagine like not feeling like your professional life was tied to the things that you can have.
Damn. That's true.
And I think that some people, they have that privilege and that they can actually live like that.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. That's awesome. That's a good like
Deep,
motivator.
huh?
Yeah.
Deep.
I mean, you're doing well for yourself in LA, considering you came in 2016, 2017.
Yeah, something like that.
Like, you have a banging house, you have a nice car, you have a good job. I mean, I'm not saying you're set, but like, dude, good shit, man.
Thank you, dog.
Good shit, dude.
Thank you.
Proud of you. And you're a comic on the side. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's as LA as it gets.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yo, okay, you know what? We gotta hit up some mics and stuff like soon.
I'd love to, bro. You let me know when you're going. You know, I'll start practicing again.
Let's set some shit up, dude.
Do you know what I mean? Because like we've been locked down here.
I've been wanting to do comedy for the longest, bro. Let's do it, man.
Yeah,
I miss it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Fucking do it, bro. So we did book the studio for an hour, and we're pushing the limits right now.
All right.
Yeah. So thank you for coming, Ari. You know, we've been planning this for like a year. I remember the first time we met, we're like, dude, we got to do a podcast after COVID's over, and it's kind of over. Not really. It's peaked.
Who knows, man?
It has peaked. So
I'm just happy to be here, dude. Thanks for the invite. Like, it was
course.
fun. I had a good time chatting with you and your boy, and
Of course, bro.
it's always good to see you. And as always, you know, if you ever need anything, you can hit me up.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. And did I just take your podcast virginity? Is this your first podcast that you're doing?
This is my first one.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. I'm a fucking honey potter for that one.
Dude, you got me.
I think I'm gonna title this podcast "Honey Potter Investigated."
Okay, dude. Okay.
Let's do it.
Whatever you want to do. Thanks.
Hell
dog.
yeah. Thank you. And I'm gonna link Ari's stuff down below if you guys ever need IT for your health company.
Better be a good company. I'm just saying, I don't do business with no scraps, you know?
Yeah, if the CEO of Kaiser Permanente is listening to
Yeah,
this.
that'd be great. Kaiser, give me a call.
Yeah.
You want Tom Cruise? I want Kaiser.
Let's
So
do
this
it,
is what
man.
It is.
We'll make it happen. Tom
Alright.
Cruise ex Kaiser. We'll have him in this room.
Bet.
We'll have him in this
I'm
room
there.
a year from now.
I'm there.
We'll have a Tom Cruise is going to be here, and Kaiser Permanente CEO is going to be right there.
Or she.
She or he.
You see what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You're hired. You're good.
Matriarchy, brothers. All right.
You're good, man. And thank you for all the listeners. This is it's a great pod. And leave a 5-star review down below, and feel free to message Ari dick pics whenever you want. All right, guys, have a great day.
Make sure they're well lit. Bye.
Well, peace.